I was followed in the dark.
Maya had always loved her late night walks. There was something peaceful about the quiet streets, the dim glow of streetlights, and the sound of her boots tapping against the pavement. Tonight, though, something felt off. She had just finished her shift at the diner and decided to take the long way home. The route wound through a neighborhood she didn't frequent often, rows of abandoned warehouses and alleyways that seemed to stretch forever. It was quiet, too quiet, with only the occasional rustle of leaves in the wind. As Maya walked, she felt the first pang of unease. She couldn't put her finger on it at first, but then she heard it, a faint scuffle of footsteps. They mirrored hers, stopping when she stopped and resuming when she walked. Her pulse quickened. She turned her head slightly, just enough to catch a shadow moving across the corner of her eye. Someone was following her. Maya gripped her phone tightly, her fingers trembling as she debated whether to call for help. But who would get here in time? She glanced over her shoulder. The street behind her was empty, but she could feel it, that undeniable weight of being watched. It was a tall man in a dark coat, his face obscured by shadow. He didn't move. He just stood there watching her. Maya froze, torn between running and confronting him. Then, without warning, the man turned and disappeared back into the darkness. She didn't waste another second. Maya sprinted the rest of the way home, slamming the door behind her and locking every bolt. Her chest heaved as she tried to calm herself, convincing herself